Okay, I was wanting to make sure I get this last bit in there. Shut up, I'm not going to come, Urameshi. All right, now we can finally get this show on the phone.
Urameshi!
Is his voice really that high-pitched in the Japanese version?
Yeah, you haven't seen it? You need to.
That's gross.
Yeah, it's like a very different characterization.
So used to his voice being stupid and gruff like this. Almost like, what the fuck is his name? From the Venture Brothers. I don't know, man.
I know what you're talking about, but I don't know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Dr. Girlfriend. That's it. It sounds like they've been smoking for 30 million years.
That show is great.
Yeah, it is.
Hey, man, it's 911. I ain't in here, little Megalomark, man. They go dig, boom, man, there's a fire day. And it don't, that gum, that come out everywhere, man.
What it do, everybody? My name's Aaron. I'd rather suck the ink out of a Sharpie than eat my vegetables. Fuck you, Mom. And it's SuperPod Saga. Welcome back, everybody. Hey, it's SuperPod Saga, the one and only podcast where we're going to discuss every single video game topic in existence week by week. This week, there's no Gerry, though. However, he has there is no Gerry this week. He's having a busy week, so he's going to hop off this one. It's just me and...
He's getting his balls removed.
Just like Japanese Kuwabara.
Yeah.
They've had to neuter him for the Japanese dub or whatever. But yeah, so this week we're discussing Pikmin. We're taking a break from the usual shit. We're going to discuss just a single game this time around, Pikmin. It's a good old-fashioned fun family time. This one, I think we've been planning for months. I forgot when we were supposed to do it, but then I was like, nope, I'm busy. And then I kind of forgot until a couple weeks ago.
I just want to back up real quickly. Sacrificing all of your pawns to like make it to the objective, very family friendly.
Yes. Horrors of War. Yeah. While Creed plays in the
should
background.
have been dead on a Sunday morning, banging my head.
Banging my head.
Go do us a solid. Go check out superpodsaga.com. All of our episodes, socials, links to all of our players. You find a Patreon there too. It's $2 or $4 a month. Go check all that out. Rate and review the show. Anyway, that's enough of that. Let's introduce the guests. First of all, we've got one brand new guest and one returning guest. Hey, Chris, you're back on the show. What's up, man? How's it going?
I'm back. I am doing well. I am very tired. I'm in the middle of moving again, so that's great.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, everything's awesome. Everything's awesome.
You said you got a new job in Florida?
Yeah, so it's like I got headhunted by a bank, and they're like, we need you to do this ginormous project the last year. We'll pay you really good money. I was like, I don't want to do it, but it's really good money that's just going to sit in my bank account, so let me just go do it.
And you get head as well. I mean, that's a pretty good deal.
I mean,
they're hunting you some head.
Right. Bad thing is that it's Florida head,
cool.
But yeah.
Yeah. It's a little gummy blowjob from the meth head.
Yeah, kind of clammy, a little bit sticky and sweaty.
It's like the inside of my phone.
Will's phone.
Or my phone, apparently.
Well, that's cool. Are you still going to mainline consoles and stuff while you do all that Florida shit?
Yeah, so I'm not going to be selling, but I am going to be buying. So if anybody has any video game collections or video games they want to sell,
still do.
Hit me up. Let me know, and I'll pay you the amount that I told you that I was going to pay you.
Nice.
And Aaron sold stuff to me. Aaron's sold me like $2,000 worth of stuff. It was great.
Goddamn right.
Whenever I get a Switch 2, basically, that's when I'll message you.
All right.
You just buy it, then immediately sell it.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like, won't even test if the games work. No, he's just like, I don't want these anymore. I'll just play Mario Kart forever.
Exactly.
Just fucking scalp it. And you could play Mario Kart 8 for fucking forever.
I mean, you really could. There's like a whole other game in there.
Right.
Speaking of other games, hey, Will, it's your first time on the show. What's poppin'?
Dude, you're popping. You know what I mean? I just really...
I wish.
Yeah.
I don't know what that was supposed to be, but
you need to wear the Zero Suit Samus outfit for the next episode.
Oh, that'd be sweet. Oh no, I saved that for the Halloween special, the sexy Halloween special,
or the Valentine's special, if you know what I mean.
Aaron's going to talk
we should
in
do something like
Japanese
that.
Kuwabara voice the entire episode.
Don't make me come so quick, Urameshi.
Stop! I can only get so erect. Yeah, man, I'm good. Thanks for having me on. I think this is my first time, right? I've only been on Chris's pod, rest in peace, and Bill's.
It's alive. I don't know what you're talking about. 2 episodes got uploaded like a month ago.
Yeah, exactly. And what was the break between the last 2?
Hey, it's for tax purposes that it's still alive.
That's right.
Tax purposes. Hell yeah. Yay, money laundering. Woo!
Dude,
I'm just kidding. It's not money laundering.
Carradine comes into the living room and Chris is like, let's cook.
Right. Let's get the IRS off our backs.
Speaking of that, I'm about to the end of Better Call Saul, and I like hot take. I think I like Better Call Saul better than Breaking Bad.
I think that's the
hot
general
take.
consensus. Yeah, I think that's normal.
Okay, cool. Because
I never watch either.
I mean, the last season of Breaking
haven't?
Bad is like kind of bad.
No.
Yeah, there was like a lot happened in not a lot of time. It was kind of just like Gus dead. Now everything's falling apart, and then oops, Hank found a book. What the fuck's the main character's name? Walt's like, Walt, you're drug man, prison, and then Walt's like, no, and then shit happens.
Then he changes his identity, becomes the dad, and Malcolm in the middle.
I mean, after certain events that I won't spoil for anybody, but yeah, Better Call Saul is really fucking good. This goes to show. No, I don't want to spoil anything. We'll move on from that.
It just goes to show cooking meth always pays.
It did. He had so much money he didn't know. He had no idea how much he had. He was just like, I have cash. I don't know how much. It's not an actual line, but go ahead and plug your. Oh, well, for Chris, go ahead and plug your shows. Anything else?
Yeah, my
Anything
Rule
else you wanna-
34 Dragon Ball Z studio.
It's really good. Check it out, please. It's so good.
I don't want to see that. I really don't,
Yes, you do.
want to see that. Anyways, a novel console, podcasts, books, games, food.
Comes out once every 9 months.
Yeah, it's going to be, well, it was 6 months when I released the beginning of the year episode that we recorded in February. So, no, but I got a bunch of stuff that's banked. I just have to sit down and actually edit it. And since I'm going to have a lot of free time on my hands, I might just do that. But it's still alive. Thank you to everybody who still pays our Patreon. And I appreciate you because that way I don't have to pay the hosting. And that's a big part. Thank you, everyone. And then there's also consoles and stuff where I buy video games and resell them starting at $1 on Encore.com. So buy Encore.com and you guys can start bidding on games starting at $1 and make your own ceiling and all that. But again, I'm probably not going to be selling for a while. I'm just going to be buying. So if you have stuff you want to get rid of, let me know. I'll buy it. I pay for shipping and all that.
It's really good. I highly recommend. I sold Chris a ton of shit, including Xenogears.
Yes.
I think Custom Robo, that kind of broke my heart to pack it away, but I was like I played it once. I can just emulate it on the Wii U, so fuck it.
You want to know something funny about Custom Robo? Jameson bought that.
Oh yeah, he told me about that.
Yeah.
Now y'all can share DNA in a roundabout sort of way.
Oh man,
all three of us have touched
hell
the same game.
Yeah, yeah.
Is there a word for like sloppy seconds, but like triple triad, I guess?
Jameson's like trying to open the case, like, dude, why is it stuck?
It's like Cave Brothers, but
yeah, Eskimo Brothers, yeah.
There it is.
Eskimo Brothers.
Eskimo Bros.
No, we can't say that word. Shit.
But you can say shit.
I mean, you can say shit. I don't know. I'm confused.
You got to say it now, Aaron. You got to say what the word is.
What, shit?
No, the words you can't say.
You can't say it.
the
You'll get
E-bomb.
canceled.
Exactly, yeah.
Eskimo Bros is an E-bomb?
Eskimo is because they want what do they like to be called? Or what do they what do they prefer to be called?
It's a slur now?
I think
be.
that's what Gerry and like a couple other people have told me. I didn't know about this until like maybe 2 months ago.
Wow.
Huh.
I think we were talking about something and I brought up an Eskimo kiss and Gerry was like, "Oh, you can't say that now." And I had no clue.
I'm Googling this.
I'm very behind. The fucking old man Aaron, very far behind.
The term Eskimo is widely considered offensive by many, particularly in Canada and Greenland. Here's why. imposed by outsiders. It was a term given to indigenous people of the northern circumpolar region by European settlers. Wow. There's a whole lot more here, but I guess we'll stop.
Yeah. Wild.
I did not know that. TIL.
Yeah, like seriously, I didn't know that until 2 months ago. I was very confused. Anyway, fellas, just to get to know you guys a little bit better, let's ask you the age-old guest question. What is your favorite video game memory? You guys can pick who goes first.
Will goes first.
Man, there's like too many memories to pick a favorite. So I think my favorite's going to be when I PK'd my first noob in RuneScape, and I was literally the guy who's like, I own you, noob. That's how I felt.
What does PK'd mean? I don't know anything about RuneScape.
You didn't play MMOs back in the day? Well, it's not just a RuneScape thing.
Oh, is PK player kill?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So he player killed you and called you a noob, or was it the other way around?
No, I player killed him and called him a noob.
Fuck yeah.
Fucking got him.
Fuck that guy.
That's some
or girl.
Some Thrak goblin behavior.
I love you, Thrak. I do that same type of shit in like Marvel Rivals or some shit. Like if someone's whooping my ass and I finally whoop their ass, I'll be like, "Fuck you, nerd."
I used to like go on Call of Duty when it was totally rated M for middle school, and I would just like fuck up on purpose, and when the kids would rage, I'd be like, "Dude, no, this is your fault. Stop doing this." Like, "Fuck you, dude." These kids would be like, "Fuck you, asshole. I fucked your mom." And I'd be like, "Dude, why are you eating so hard, bro? Stop."
Holy fucking shit. Fueling that fucking fire, dude. Stop hitting yourself. Stop killing yourself. Stop
I probably
killing
created
yourself.
a school shooter that day.
Oh, man. Rip Dennis, or whatever that kid's name was.
Oh, man,
Yeah.
that's great.
Staying up late playing RuneScape with the fellas, that's probably a top gaming memory for me.
Oh, man. This reminds me. I remember in, I think, middle school, I didn't buy. A friend gave me his RuneScape account. He was like, I'm not going to play this anymore. Here's my login info. So I was like, sick. I logged in, changed the password, because I didn't want him to log back in, because it's mine now. It's all mine.
Right.
And then, like, didn't play for a week, tried to log back in, I forgot the password. So I effectively lost this dude's fucking account. I was like, I feel so bad, man. I'm so sorry.
Hey, you made sure he'd quit.
That's true. I was a good friend. Fuck him.
It's like true detox.
So somewhere in the RuneScape void, there's an account made with a password that you created.
I don't think they delete accounts, supposedly. Like accounts with any serious playtime on them. I don't know if I could remember my password anymore. I mean, I'd probably be able to recover it still, but I sure don't remember.
Oh, yeah. I guess I didn't know about recovering passwords back. No, I guess it would have gone to his email, though.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have a way to open his
Well,
email.
it took them a long time to link it to email because they were allergic. The company that owned RuneScape was allergic to kind of like Nintendo. Like they wanted to protect their young user base from like getting scammed, I guess. And so for the longest time, the only way you could recover it is like by putting down old school recovery questions.
Oh, I hate that shit.
Yeah.
I love making them because it'll be like, dude, I'm gonna remember this so fucking easy. It'll be like, what was the name of your first pet? What was the name of your like 4th grade teacher? I'll be like, dude, fucking easy peasy. And then the time comes to remember my password or reset my password, and I'm like, dude, did I even go to 4th grade? Did I even have a first pet? What the fuck?
Right, a cat just kind of appeared.
Is that you, John Wayne? Is it me?
John Wayne is my pet. He was my first pet. Down, John Wayne, down! And you're like spraying him with gasoline, like chained up next to like an old cattle tank or something.
What was
Jesus.
that? What was that skit from Family Guy? That was it. Joe going like, "I'm John Wayne at the first Thanksgiving."
That's
Pilgrim.
Peter. He did that like 3 times in the episode. Happy Thanksgiving, Pilgrim.
So stupid.
God.
How do we always end up talking about Family Guy?
Now, Aaron, if you really want to do the Family Guy thing, you'd cut to Conway Twitty in the podcast right now.
Oh, we should. Oh, fuck. That needs to be a thing.
You should.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, Conway Twitty, and then it's not Conway Twitty at all. It's like Carrot Head. It's like Carrot Head stand up.
That'd be even worse.
Ooh. Chris, do you have a favorite gaming memory? That involves John Wayne?
His voice gets slowly more Kuwabari.
I was trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
One that I don't think I've ever told is there was an arcade at the local mall, and it had like a room for like birthdays, so people could do their birthdays and get like $400,000 worth of tokens. So basically, for the entire day for everyone.
You just buy the arcade at that point,
basically. And
That'd be dope. Make that a thing.
What was it? Speed Racer. There was an arcade cabinet with Speed Racer, and I played that shit nonstop since I got there till I left. That shit was awesome. I don't even remember what the game was called. I just know it was Speed Racer. You had like the steering wheel, and it had all the buttons for like the special shit that the car does. So you would press the button, and the car would jump, or like another button, and it would oil slick.
I remember as a kid going to Walmart, they had, like, I swear to God, every Walmart in Iowa has one of those Fast and Furious arcade cabinets. And I remember watching the movie, seeing them, like, it'd be the shot of them turning the wheel, and then it cuts to their feet, and they're slamming on the clutch, and then it cuts to them shifting to, like, 50th gear. As a kid, I was like, fuck, that's so sick. And then I would go to the arcade cabinet, and I'd be like slamming on the brakes and the gas and the brake, like back and forth, and like shifting into like every single gear at the same time. I wouldn't get anywhere, but I'd be like, this is so fucking cool.
Dude, we had the same exact arcade experience, except that was Daytona for me. I would always just like crash the wall.
It'd be like Daytona, and then you'd crash into a wall and explode.
I was just complete dog shit.
There was a Walmart worker that would look into the arcade and see Aaron and tell the supervisor, "Hey, that kid that keeps screaming about family is back. What are we gonna do about it?"
They probably thought he was a Make-A-Wish kid.
Family. Every
time he hits the brake and the gas at the same time, family.
you crash into a wall. Dale Earnhardt style. Family.
Like, hey, this special ed kid is back, like crashing into walls and breaking the arcade for the 16th time this week.
Oh my god, it's like that episode of Dexter's Lab where all he can say is omelette du fromage, but it's just family. Like he fell asleep watching the like 15 Fast and the Furious movies, so he only knows family. It's all you can say. It's all you can say. That's burned into my brain forever.
That's a classic episode, man.
It's such a good one, dude. Yeah. Omelette du fromage.
Not to mention Dexter's mom was caked up.
Dude, fucking for real. Like when with the episode where she's making muffins and she just bends the hell over to get the muffins out of the oven. Like Dexter's dad is like drooling. Like, it's such a fucked episode, dude.
They knew what they were doing.
They knew exactly what they were doing.
There's an episode that got banned. It's called Dexter's Root Removal, where he and Dee Dee have like their rudeness taken out of them, and the entire episode they're just swearing nonstop, like uncensored.
Oh, I remember. I remember that on. There's this YouTube channel I used to watch. It's all about lost media or whatever the fuck, and that episode, and there was an episode of South Park that got banned.
There's several episodes of South Park that got banned.
I think it was the
Muhammad one's the most notorious, but there's been quite a few.
Yeah, I think it was talking about that one, and like the Jesus and Pals one, where it's like they were like
and Pals.
It was like the Justice League, but it's Jesus and Pals.
Yeah, I think that's the Muhammad episode, isn't it?
It might be. I think. Yeah, that might be it. Because it's Jesus, Santa Claus. I think Gandhi was there.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I've seen this.
Speaking of Gandhi,
an episode of the Boondocks that got.
That was going to be a great segue, though, Aaron. I could feel it. I know exactly where you're going with that.
Sorry.
No, keep going. This could also be good.
I have to say this. There was an episode of the Boondocks that got pulled from the airwaves, and it's not because of anything they said or anything they did. It's because they made fun of Tyler Perry. And Tyler Perry didn't like it. So he got so mad that he contacted William Street and was like, I'm not going to fund anything for Cartoon Network ever again if you don't pull this episode. So they pulled the episode, and the episode is great.
Fuck Tyler Perry, dude.
That sucks. Yeah, Tyler Perry is like, you can't make a show about black culture without Tyler Perry.
Black people don't like Tyler Perry.
That's the joke.
He's got a shit ton of money too, man. If Tyler Perry threatened to not ever fund Super Pod Saga for making fun of Tyler Perry, I'd be like, fuck, all right.
You probably want that, honestly. That'd make your podcast way more famous.
Right?
If he had
Become
Medea as the permanent third co-host.
Super Pod Saga, episode
Shillerian.
42069, Medea impersonates Gerry.
Super Pod becomes a certified hood classic.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Oh man, I wish we. Oh, that'd be such a good That'd be a good. Holy fuck, that'd be like a good print for a shirt, like Super Pod Saga and like quotes certified hood classic, established 2000 fucking. I don't know, 2069.
You can have the parental advisory warning sticker on it too.
Oh, right. That'd be good too. And they got like Medea poking her head out, smoking a blunt or something, just
man,
for no reason.
I think we're onto something here.
Then on the back, it's Vegeta jacking off. But anyway, super important breaking news. Beep, 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 beep. There, I didn't prepare any news. I apologize. I did literally everything else except for news. But there is, they unveiled that new kind of Xbox handheld. I'm trying to load it up right now, but it's being slow.
The ROG Ally Xbox thing.
Yes, thank you, Chris. That thing.
I thought it was ROG Ally.
I always called it ROG too. Yeah, it's just a ROG Ally. I'm calling it ROG. But yeah, ROG Ally with a dedicated Xbox interface and of course Game Pass and all that shit. They finally gave us a little bit more about Silk Song. You didn't read too much into it, but I think they gave us like a rough release window, not a date, but a window. And just a bunch of other shit that happened. Again, I fucking forgot to prepare news, so
Silk Song is coming out like right after Half-Life 3. Is that the idea?
It seems
It's
like
the other
it.
way around. It's the other way around.
Yeah.
At this
I don't
rate,
think there was a
yeah.
ton of news this week anyway. I just asked ChatGPT, and all it's really doing is recapping like the various gaming showcases, or saying like the Switch 2 dropped. Which
Yeah,
I mean, every
it sure did.
podcast talked about that.
Yeah,
Have either of y'all gotten a Switch 2 yet?
Not yet.
I have. I was playing Dave the Diver on it. Hang on, let me grab it.
Oh yeah, I saw it on Instagram.
I'm getting it in a few weeks.
Pretty sweet.
Nice.
The screen is so fucking clear. It like crystal fucking clear, and the speakers sound really good. I've been playing mostly Yu-Gi-Oh on it because I'm a fucking goon.
The collection.
But
So does your Blue Eyes White Dragon come through clearly?
yeah, I'm trying to think of like a Yu-Gi-Oh pun or not a Yu-Gi-Oh dick joke, but I can't think of one.
My grandfather's deck doesn't have any bad cards, Kaiba. I only duel for power, Yugi.
I have both Master Duel and the Early Days collection, and I've been playing both like interchangeably. They're kind of like next to each other, but the N64 thing is right in the middle.
Nice. Is that the N64 adults only version?
No, I wish, because there'd be way more Vegeta jacking off if it was the adult version.
Hell yeah, dude. Kakarot, come hit my C button.
Give it to me in the third prong, Kakarot. Oh my god, could you imagine? Dragon Ball X N64 fucking porn where they're inserting the controller? No, we're not. No.
If you could dream it, you could do it, Aaron.
That's true.
Get started on that.
I could do anything I set my mind to. Reading Rainbow said that one time. Oh,
Little did they know
Oh,
it
boy.
would lead to this. It's like the first domino that fell to Vegeta porn.
I'm trying to remember the Reading Rainbow song. Reading Rainbow, butterfly in the sky. I can go twice as high. There we go. That's where it is.
All I know is the edit with Lil Jon. Yeah, the edit with Lil
Is
Jon.
that Lil Jon?
Take a book. What? In a look. Yeah. Reading Rainbow.
Okay.
Get books.
It's
I like how we've spent
the
27
Lazy
minutes
Town song.
bullshitting.
Oh, dude. Yeah, the Lazy Town song, but it's Oh, what was that one?
There's Thomas the Dank Engine.
There was one Lazy
my
Town.
favorite is what is it? Psychosocial and Fruit Salad
Oh, and
by the Wiggles.
oh, that's good. That's good.
That
I've
is-
seen
that
Psychosocial and
is
Baby by
great.
Justin Bieber.
Fruit Salad. I did my time. Yummy, yummy.
That's disgusting. Let's talk about Pikmin.
Whoa!
Man,
That was the Pikmin dying.
Kill us all.
Fruit salad.
Psychosocial.
It's crazy that mashups were like such a popular thing for a while.
Oh fuck! Remember epic rap battles of Destiny? Holy shit!
Oh yeah, dude.
Those were wild for a minute.
Yeah, high school was lit.
Oh yeah. I was an adult by that time, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm young compared to you old men.
Yeah, fuck
Hey
off.
man, I'm only 34,
You guys are 2 seconds away from a Viagra commercial.
dude.
No, I'm telling you, dude, you had something. Speaking of Gandhi, I'm about to nuke these Pikmin into oblivion.
I was gonna say, speaking of Gandhi on Viagra, we're talking about Pikmin.
That's why their noses get extra long. You
Talk
zoom
about
in.
talk about a hunger strike. Am I right?
I'll tell you what wasn't on a hunger strike. Those ladybug things that
I'll
were eating
tell
my
you
Pikmin.
what. Tell you what wasn't on a strike. Gandhi's dick. Pikmin. Okay, we're talking about Pikmin, the GameCube game. Oh fuck! Released on the GameCube in December 2001 in North America. Anyway, then ported to Wii with motion controls in 2009. Part of the new Play Control series. What other games were also released in that series? I think Pikmin 2.
There was a Donkey Kong game, a Mario Tennis.
Dude, they just like actively made Pikmin worse. Oh, here you go.
Yeah, it was totally fine. Oh, I mean, yeah, the GameCube version. No, we'll get to that in a minute. We'll get to that. Then the high def remaster came to Switch in 2023. Pikmin 1 and 2 package. It's really good. It's pretty fucking cheap. It's like $30 for both games. Wait, is that right?
20 per.
20 per. Okay, yeah, 40.
20 per. It's still great.
Still good. Pretty much the whole story of the game. Captain Olimar crash lands on a planet, which is probably Earth. And with the help of the Pikmin, you gather parts for a ship so you can escape within 30 days because the planet's atmosphere is made up of oxygen, which is poisonous to him, and his life support system will only keep him alive for 30 days. So you have 30 days to gather at least 25 parts.
It's like 25 specific parts too. You can't just gather.
Oh
any.
yeah.
Yeah.
I replayed these games pretty recently on the Switch.
Yeah, and the Switch versions, that's what I played as well too. Holy shit. Sorry, my voice cracked and then I burped. My body's falling apart. Rip Thrack, love you. The Switch version is the one that I played most recently and beat, and it was good. It was really good.
Each day in the game was what, like 15 minutes or 5 minutes, something like that?
It took like 20 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes.
20 minutes? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, so there's 30 parts total. Or wait, yeah, 30 total, and there's like
But some of them are like they're just like a fancy chair or something like that.
Yeah, there's like 5 that
Yeah.
are optional then, right?
Yeah.
I think yeah.
Yeah, you can beat the game with only 25 parts, but why would you when you can beat the game in 4 hours, which I did on stream a month ago.
Yeah. And honestly, like it's not that hard to get all 30. You can get pretty much like every part in one area in like 1 or 2 days, but we'll get to that in a little bit as well too. So there's 3 endings to the game, and there's not really much to spoil. So if you for the bad ending, if you don't get at least 25 of the required parts, Olimar will he'll attempt to blast off, but his ship craps out and he crashes back. Got a blast. Hi, I'm Paul. And then the Pikmin carry his body to an onion.
Kakarot, lube me up.
Grab the tip and twist, Kakarot. I'm going to come. But the Pikmin carry Olimar's body to an onion. Then it becomes half Olimar, half Pikmin hybrid. It's horrifying. Cute, but horrifying.
I saw that ending many times.
As a kid, I definitely did too.
Yes. I was really bad at this game when I was like 8.
Oh my god. I'm kicking kid Aaron because adult Aaron just annihilated this game. I think I still had like 3 or 4 days left to go. I was like, I could just sit in the onion and just whack off for like 3 days straight. Fucking welcome to the jack off episode, everybody.
Yeah, seriously.
The good ending.
Kakarot, not my Dragon Balls.
The good ending. If you get the 25 required parts, you'll escape successfully. But then, yeah, the Pikmin basically get annihilated. They get fucking destroyed by the local wildlife. But then the best ending, so you get all 30 parts, one of which you get from defeating Emperor Bulbax, which is like the final and like
the worst fight.
Only boss. Yeah, it sucked ass. It was a pain in the ass.
You can just feed it bomb Pikmins, just sacrifice them.
When I was a kid, I was stupid and never figured that out.
Not that
I totally fed him the bomb ones.
Yeah. Pikmin are there to die for you, not the other way around.
That's true.
Yeah.
They're a replenishable resource. You can just plant more.
Right.
But yeah, so you get all the parts, and then the Pikmin, I guess, learn to fend for themselves. So
yeah, right. Not the way that AI behaves.
So Olimar leaves.
They fall off the bridge and drown.
Oh my god! Yeah. Now that was the
idiots.
Pikmin drowning sound.
The Pikmin get smart and they commit like Bulbax genocide on Earth. It's like concentration camps built for them. Olimar comes back like, "What have I wrought?"
They've enslaved all the other types of wildlife on the planet. Oh man. So fellas, what were your first impressions and like first memories with the game?
Will.
I'll let Chris go first.
No, go Will. Go Will.
All right. So yeah, I've told a funny abbreviated version of the story on Chris's podcast, but I had the benefit of having divorced parents. You know, everyone thinks that's really terrible, but it means 2 Christmases, dude, which is pretty lit if your parents love you, which that doesn't always happen. But mine did. And so I got a GameCube in Christmas 2001. And one of the games that came with that was Pikmin. And so my earliest memories were just getting lost mostly. Like I would literally, like, I wouldn't intuit anything, right? Like I would just walk into the water with my Pikmin. Oh shit, they died. You know, that kind of thing. And I would basically just like, I would like Skyrim.
The tutorial level.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I would go to the Forest of Hope and like eat shit because I was like 7. I was like, actually, yeah, I was barely 7 when I had this game.
The Bulbax started eating his Pikmin and he's screaming at him, stop eating my Pikmin.
Dude, this game is hard if you're a kid. Like, it is really short, but if you're an idiot, there's a lot of replay value.
If you're fucking stupid, this game is not for you.
Dude, literally, like, I would think that
I
I like turned the corner because I like Skyrim'd my way through the fucking Forest of Hope. I would just like do anything possible to like climb my way over obstacles. And then the forest name opened up and it was like, fuck. And that happened again when the impending dawn or whatever the fuck the last part is called. And yeah, it took me a long time to beat the game.
I don't think I ever beat it as a kid. I was when I got my GameCube, I got Metroid Prime and Pikmin. Metroid Prime was like the pack-in game that came with mine, and then we got Pikmin separate. But we
did you know what Metroid was at that point? Because I got Metroid Prime and did not know what Metroid was.
No, I think we even told each other this story in the Discord. But
yeah, we might have.
Prime was my first Metroid, and then when I eventually discovered Metroid Fusion, and it was 2D Metroid, I was like, "This isn't Metroid. This is 2D."
I had the exact same reaction.
Little did I know I would get put on a fucking list. But yeah, so we didn't have a memory card, so we would keep trying to do as much as we could and try to beat whatever games we had in like one sitting, which was...
Dude, your parents didn't know you needed a memory card?
No, we didn't even know we needed one. We thought like this was just how it was because we're stupid kids. But yeah, we didn't get very far in Pikmin either because we would just get to like we would get to, I think, whatever the second area was where there was way more water and our Pikmin would die or get eaten or literally anything would fucking happen and they would all die and we'd be like, well, this sucks. Let's play Metroid, dude. And then yeah,
great.
One thing that I didn't realize as a kid, other than looking at the map, which is important, is that you could literally just reset your day. Like I would always own Like let's say that I had an epic fail, tried to like take down the mini boss, lost my
Pikmin
army. I would just eat
extinction.
that. Yeah, I would just eat that.
Mass extinction.
Yeah. No, I had a neighbor who was also a child of divorce, him and his brother. And
Fuck
They
yeah,
would-
thank God for divorce.
they would buy him and his brother every single thing that existed under the sun. So they had like these giant stacks just like packed with fucking toys. They had every single Digivice in
Jesus.
existence. I was
Super
very
jealous.
jealous. Super jealous of those Digivices. Have multiples of each. But they got the GameCube. I went over and they're like, oh, we have Star Wars and Smash Bros. And Pikmin. And they're like showing all the neighborhood kids the game. And they played Pikmin. And I was like, holy fuck. This is an awakening for me. Everything about it was awesome. Like using little creatures to kill bigger creatures and like eating pellets to make more little creatures to kill even bigger creatures. It was amazing. So a few years later, I bought a GameCube when they put it down for $100 with the Zelda bundle. I bought Star Fox Adventures because I needed Star Fox, and I bought Pikmin because it was $20 and it was amazing. And I sucked at it. I don't remember if I beat it or not, but eventually I did at some point. It was great.
That must have been pretty late for Pikmin to be that cheap.
2003 or 4.
Yeah, by then Nintendo was like, "Oh, we fucked up."
Yeah, fucking I remember in the birthday episode we just put out, Gerry was like he pranked me by talking about like the peak of the GameCube, and I was like, what peak? What did it ever peak?
In like 2015 when retro boomed.
Yeah.
I think it peaked when we had a bunch of games coming out and they were all under $50. Because around when that happened, we had Pikmin 2 come out and Zoid's Battle Legend, which is fucking awesome, come out for like $40 each. That was great.
And
I feel like if your birthday begins in like 1990 something, then if you had a GameCube, it was the shit. But if you were older, you were like, what is this?
which fucking blows ass, because if you look at a graphics comparison of most GameCube games compared to for sure anything on the PS2,
Xbox too, man. I think the
Yeah.
Xbox is more powerful, but that was for multiplayer. Like most games rendered
Yeah.
better on the GameCube.
Yeah.
yeah, like fucking Smash Bros. That game, like, or Smash Melee, still looks impressive on there. Metroid Prime, just
Star
like
Fox
regular
Adventures,
GameCube.
dude. The fur on Fox looks incredible.
It does, man.
I mean,
Or,
dude, Twilight Princess plays on the GameCube. That's pretty graphically impressive for that generation.
Wind Waker.
that is really fucking cool.
It's like a fucking
Wind
giant
Waker,
bomb of color, and it looks amazing.
Oh man, I mean, I get why people didn't like the GameCube because you couldn't play DVDs, but no, that was such an underrated console. I love
I've never
that
liked
fucking
watching
thing still.
movies anyway, so I don't care. The GameCube to me is still better than the PS2
Well,
and the Xbox.
I also think that that was the beginning of Nintendo, like not doing what their customers wanted for the most part. Because like what people wanted during the N64 and the PS1 was like, we want our games, but in 3D. In 3D! But then when the next generation came out, they were like, we want these janky 3D games, but better, right? Because like everything that came out on the PS2 was like Metal Gear Solid 2. Hey, this is Metal Gear, but better. Resident Evil 4. Hey, this is Resident Evil, but better. You know, that kind of shit. Whereas Nintendo was like, here is a gardening RTS, Star Fox Zelda knockoff, and Mario has a fucking jetpack now and cleans up things.
That's true. And Luigi, they were like, you know Luigi, right? Yeah. Well, he's a Ghostbuster now. Oh,
and it was fucking awesome.
it is
Yeah, it was
fucking
awesome.
awesome, man.
But I'm sure that if I was like 15 in 2001, I would want nothing to do with the GameCube.
Yeah.
I was like 16 or 17, and my buddies and I were having GameCube parties. So
Yeah, but you guys are like in the minority. I bet you that most of the however many millions
what the
of
fuck am I
GameCubes
going
were
to play?
sold-
Halo? Halo fucking
someone's-
blows.
I
Halo
don't
is
know, man.
shit.
OG Halo is pretty fun.
Damn,
No, it's not.
I was 10 in 2001. Holy shit.
I just know that given that I was such an edgy edgelord teen, I would have been like, give me that PlayStation 2. Give me that Xbox. I would not have wanted a GameCube. Except I would have been going through puberty, so it's more like, give me that PlayStation too.
Like playing The Suffering and shitting your pants while you're playing it.
Exactly. Dude.
You don't even know what The Suffering is.
It's a Coheed and Cambria song. That's all I got.
Hell yeah.
It's a third-person horror shooter.
I remember, as a kid, the GameCube was the first console that I got that was actually mine. I don't think it was around the same time that the GameCube and everything launched. I think it was maybe a year afterward that I got my bundle. But at the time, I was like, dude, I only want Nintendo. Why would anybody want anything else? And then I saw the PlayStation 2 got Final Fantasy X and Kingdom Hearts. And there were a bunch of other games that I really wanted that weren't on GameCube. And I was like, fuck, now I only want a PlayStation. What am I going to do?
Did you have PS1?
I did, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you fucked up.
Yeah, my cousins had the N64 during that generation, so whenever I wanted N64 shit, I would play on theirs, and then I had the PS1 back at home. And of course, nobody in fucking Iowa, I'm pretty sure, owned a Sega Saturn, so that was out of the goddamn question. But
I don't think I knew anyone had a Sega Saturn either.
Did they have Saturn stuff at the gas station where you bought your video games from?
No, I don't think so anyway.
What about the special needs Walmart?
I wonder.
Special needs.
I wish I could go back at special needs. I wish I could go back in time and go to the gas stations in Iowa and see if they had Sega Saturn games or Saturn you could rent for that matter. Because some gas stations you could rent a full fucking console and that was sweet.
That is cool.
Yeah, Iowa's weird, dude. Hey, welcome to the corner store. You want to get some gas and a Reese's and a fucking Sega Saturn?
Sounds like a state with social cohesion.
That sounded like Mr. Poopy Butthole.
But yeah, I mean, all that is to say, like,
man.
as much as the GameCube is valorized now, it was pretty I mean, I didn't know this, right? Like, I didn't know what I was missing because I was like anywhere between 7 and 11, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I feel like everyone hated the GameCube, and I realized that as I got older. And so watching the pendulum swing back was pretty interesting.
Yeah. And looking back at it now, you get so much fucking bang for your buck with the GameCube because you had all the cool, like, you know, the Game Boy player on there. You could play, because like everybody had a Game Boy Advance back in the day. Or not Game, fuck.
I actually had the link cable.
I had one of those too. Nobody else did, but I sure as fuck
Yeah,
had
no one else did.
I
I had a GB at my mom's house because, again, divorced parents.
Nice.
The fucking movie announcer voice, divorced parents coming September 13th. Coming September 11th. Divorced parents.
Yikes.
Oh, that was poorly. I'm sorry, everybody. Yeah, the GameCube had a lot of bang for your buck for sure, man. You could connect so many games to that thing. To like if you connect Metroid Prime to Metroid Fusion, you get a fusion suit in Metroid Prime.
And you got the NES Metroid.
Yep.
Oh, did you?
That's true. Yeah. It's one of the first times Nintendo brought back like one of the retro games to a modern console like that.
There was quite a few retro games on GameCube if you knew where to look, because
like Animal Crossing.
Animal
you could
Crossing.
play so many. I played Excite Bike
you could
on
play
there
Mario
so
on
much.
that, and Zelda if you had the right e-reader shit.
Yep.
And you also had that Zelda collection that came out.
Oh,
That was so
dope
good
too.
That was great.
Oh,
yeah.
You could connect your Game Boy Advance with like Sonic Advance to Sonic Adventure DX for the Chow Guard, and you could take your Chow with you on the go and
I
do
did
some
not know that.
Tamagotchi style shit.
I had all of those things.
Yeah, it was fucking tight. Fucking sick. So good. Fucking love the Chow Guard. Anyway, we're talking about Chow. We're talking about Pikmin. They're kind of similar, but they're not.
Yeah, you can't kill the Chows, unfortunately.
You get as much as, believe me, I've tried. I've thrown them off of everything. They do not die. They just hate you. But
Have you tried drowning them?
no, I don't think you can. Holy shit. Welcome to the Kid Drowning Podcast, everybody. Hey.
Welcome to the podcast where we all end up on a list afterwards.
if we're not already on the list.
Yeah, true.
But as far as gameplay goes, because there's not much to the story or anything else we need to go into in there.
It's the last major game that Miyamoto invented, I'm pretty sure. Or invented's the wrong word. Created. It's like the last thing that he was a major producer for.
I think invented is a pretty good word for it, because this game really, I mean, it's an RTS for sure, but it's not like, I can't really compare it to like any other game, because like, yeah, it's an RTS, but it's so fucking unique in so many cool ways.
It's very atmospheric, which a lot of games on
Yeah.
the GameCube were.
Yeah.
Like I feel like Nintendo went to kind of like a cartoony style with the Wii, but on the GameCube, everything had such aura, man. And I don't think that's just nostalgia talking, because I had a Wii growing up as well.
Yeah, when I mentioned earlier that the world Pikmin is in is like Earth, you like, you really feel that. I mean, of course, there's grass and water and bugs and shit, but a lot of the like scenery looks like shit you might see in someone's backyard. Like, there'll be like a, what is it? There's like a can of beans or whatever in the first area, like the Garden of Hope or whatever. Like, they push that box of something so you can walk across.
Oh yeah.
Shit like that. Even more so in the second game, like, you're collecting batteries and like Vlasic pickle jars and shit. Yeah, Duracells.
The Kiwi shoe
And you get
polish.
the gigantic, like, you get the buff purple Pikmin in that game too.
Yeah, so Pikmin, like I mentioned, it's pretty much just an RTS game. Olimar will command Pikmin. You can whistle to bring them back from wherever they're at. You can throw them at enemies to attack enemies. You can throw them at a wall to break down the wall. Well, certain walls. There's other walls that you can only break with bomb Pikmin, which we'll get to in a little bit. That's pretty much it. Basically, you get to a new area, and there will be parts littered all across the area, and you have a map you can look at that'll show you where parts are and shit like that. But basically, you just kind of scout a route to each part. My approach was, I would take a day to like scout the area, break down shortcuts, find parts, get everything all situated on the map, plant Pikmin, harvest those Pikmin. Second day, tackle all those parts, at least like half of them, and then yeah. Well, I don't know if that's what you're supposed to do or if that's what you guys did, but that's, yeah.
I mean, it's whatever you want. I personally just concentrated on murder. That's
The
all
Pikmin or the enemies?
the enemies. Just start off, and it's on sight with everyone that I see. If there's a wall protecting you from me, that wall's coming down. My Pikmin
By
are
any
getting
means
you.
necessary.
Then the stage with the water where you get the blue Pikmin. The only goal there is getting to the blue Pikmin so that I can make a bunch of them and then start collecting everything else from all the other stages before I continue. With,
Murder everything in
Yeah.
the water.
I remember that I always got lost in the forest navel.
that's the last stage.
No, that's like the second stage you unlock. It's like the underground one with all the fire, like the flames coming out of the ground.
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
always
Yeah,
get
that's-
lost there.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the one with the water Pikmin. But
There was some
I-
stuff that like you could tell they hadn't baked the game all the way,
yeah,
and the design of that map was one of them, and the AI Pikmin constantly fucking off and doing their own thing was the other one.
getting stuck in corners and shit.
Yeah, dude.
Like, they would have ramps going like from this area to that, and the ramps would be like super narrow, so the Pikmin, if you're not, because you could use the C stick to make them like form up in like a line or go left
Yeah.
or right or whatever. So if you're not making them line up, they would fall off of the fucking ramp and just stand there like bumpkins. And God forbid you leave them overnight,
would
they'll
die.
get eaten. Yeah.
Yep.
And that's why the Pikmin committed genocide.
In that stage in particular, if you don't break down all the walls and you just have a couple
Oh yeah.
knocked down, and the Pikmin are so fucking stupid that they will ignore those and go around the whole fucking
Yep.
map to get to the ship. That drives
Definitely
me
learned
up
that the hard way.
fucking wall. They're so
Yep.
stupid.
Yep. Yep. And
Yeah, because I had no strategy. I would just like go for the first part I could see, which is part of why I got a lot of replay value out of that game, because I would constantly run out of time because I would learn lessons the hard way like that.
yeah, and that's one of the coolest things about the game, is that, like, sure, yeah, you run out of time and you know, that's it. Olimar's dead pretty much, and you have to start over. But yeah, that's like, it's not that hard to really get, or it doesn't take really that long to get back to where you were, really. Because if you were like 5 parts in, and then you fuck up and you waste all your days and you're dead, like, it's now, you know, like, now you've tempered your strategy a little bit more, and it'll take you even less time to get those 5 parts. Like, if your route is good enough, like if your plan is good enough, you can get like fucking. I've gotten like 4 parts in one day,
Oh yeah,
and I'll be flying back up in the atmosphere, like yeah, fuck yeah.
yeah. Especially in that one stage with the fucking the spider that spits stones at you.
Yep.
Just plug its hole, kill it, get the part.
Is that in
and
Pikmin
then
1?
later on, yeah. And
It is?
the
Okay.
fucking birds, the burrowing snagrets. I hate
Oh
those
yeah,
fucking
dude.
things.
Ugh.
And there's,
Yeah.
I think those have 2 parts.
I remember that anytime I would discover a new mini boss, I just knew, oh man, my army's gonna get murked.
Just throw Pikmin and pray.
Yeah, pretty much.
So there's 5 areas in Pikmin 1. There's the impact site, the Forest of Hope, the Forest
Mhm.
Navel, the Distant Spring, and the final trial.
Well, the impact site was just a place to farm Pikmin, really.
Yeah. And so, there's a lot to the gameplay. Holy shit. So, yeah, as Olimar alone, you can punch, but the range is super short, and you might as well just not do it, and it doesn't really do anything.
It does some damage.
Does it do a pretty good amount of damage?
If you're in like a dire straits type situation, which I sometimes was in, yeah, you can kill some of like the more minor enemies with Olimar.
Yeah. Yeah, like the
just have
little
to be really quick.
Bulborbs. Yeah, the Bulborbs
Yeah.
are no match for Olimar's Mighty Fist.
Do you think you could do like just a solo Olimar run? There's no way, right? Because you can't break down those walls.
No, you
You
can't break
know
them down.
someone has done that.
That'd be fucking insane.
Swolimar.
Then yeah, Solimar. And you can do your whistle to return Pikmin to you, because when you throw a Pikmin and there's nothing for it to do, it'll just stand there and it'll turn gray, and you can whistle at it and it'll come right back to you. Or if you throw all your Pikmin at an enemy and say like enough of them pick it up and start carrying it back to the ship, you'll have some left over that weren't able to pick it up because there's not enough space. They'll stand there and you can whistle to bring it back.
You should probably talk about the 3 kinds of Pikmin, because it's like a pretty big part of the game.
Yeah.
Oh, duh, yeah. Yeah. So there's 3 kinds: red, yellow, blue. Red are the first ones you get. They're immune to fire. I think it's yellow you get next.
I think they're slightly better in combat in that game too, but I might be wrong. They're slightly sturdier, something like that.
Red are always the stronger ones.
Yeah.
Yellows are the ones that go the highest, and then blue can breathe underwater. But then later on in the games, they all get special abilities as you go on.
Well, yeah, red also becomes like fucking worthless after the first game.
Yeah, like and the thing is, red does 1.5 damage instead of
That's
1.
what it was.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's not even that great.
No, it's not. Red definitely gets like early installment syndrome, where by Pikmin 4, you were never using them unless you have to.
Oh, that sucks. Like they didn't put any more fire in Pikmin 4.
Not really.
There's some caves that have fire, and they tell you got to bring fire Pikmin, so you just bring like half of your army making fire. And
But
then
even then,
throughout the game, you find flowers and you end up sacrificing the red Pikmin.
yeah.
Oh no.
But they nerf like the penalty from burning, because like in the early games, if your Pikmin like catch on fire, they're gonna die.
Yeah.
But like by like 3 and 4, if you just whistle them
They come
fast
back.
enough, no one dies. So you
Yeah.
can just like Skyrim your way through it.
That's so stupid. I mean, I guess it's not. It makes the game a little bit less frustrating, but like, that was a big thing in Pikmin 1. I remember when I was a kid, whenever a Pikmin started on fire, I would try to get it into the water. But of course, if it's a yellow one, it's fucking dead. And also,
Classic.
aren't yellow ones the only ones able to hold bomb rocks?
Yes.
Yes.
Until
That's
4.
always true. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Jesus.
In 4, Olimar holds the bomb rocks.
Yep.
Olimar
about that.
is a bomb.
That confused me for a second because I played them all back to back. Like I did 1, 2, 3, and then 4 when 4 came out, and I was like, "Wait, what's going on?"
4 is
That's
so good,
wild.
though. 4 is great.
4 is it is low key a top like 15 Switch game.
We definitely need to do an episode for each one. I don't think I'm very far into 2. Is just kind of boring though.
2's bad.
Yeah, it's probably the
2
weak.
is not great. I hate
It's
2.
kind of like what they did with Echoes. Like Nintendo realized, oh, we're losing money on this console. Let's reuse assets. So Pikmin 2 is just like reusing assets.
Yep. You
Metroid
can
Prime 2
really
Echoes,
see
same
that.
thing.
Yeah. Fuck, that sucks.
kind of hate Pikmin 2 so much.
Yeah, it's the most pain. The boss rush is legit like impossible.
That's so stupid. And another big thing about the first Pikmin that if you go and play Pikmin 2, you'll immediately realize like so in Pikmin 1, you have 30 days to get at least 25 parts. Then you also have I think we said it was like 13 or 15 minutes per day roughly.
Something like that.
To get done what you need. I think in Pikmin 2, they totally take out that 15-minute timer, don't they?
There's still a timer in the sense that like there's days that go by, but it doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, but they took out like the 30-day limit though, didn't they?
Right.
That's what's
Yeah,
out.
they
And
did.
I'm pretty sure the reason behind that is just like widespread internet access. Because if you think about it, what made Pikmin, because Pikmin's like a really short game, like you could beat it in 4 hours like Chris did. What makes it replayable is unless you have a guide, you don't know what the fuck you're doing. So
That's
you're
true.
probably going to replay it even as like an adult a couple times. If you're a kid, like several times. But by 2004, you can just be like, hey, Google, where am I supposed to go?
That's really true. And that like that kind of sucks because one of the coolest parts of Pikmin for like the first Pikmin for me was just planning out that strategy and kind of watching it all come to fruition. Because like yeah, at the end of the game, beating Emperor Bullbax, I had like 4 days left, and it was just because I used my time so wisely. Like if you just plan your attack on the whole goddamn thing and play your cards just right and use your time as wisely as possible, dude, it feels so good. It's like a well-oiled machine. You'll send Pikmin this way and have them carry that back to the ship, and then at the same time you're going to like this area to break down a wall, and then while they're doing that, you can go goof off over here and take out enemies to make sure you can get to the next part without any interruptions or whatever. And dude, it's so good. It's like a little factory kind of. It's just
Yeah, I mean, it's like the final exam. You know what I mean? Like you got to take all the skills you learned and then execute them.
yeah.
Three is the best one at doing that, where you have three captains, so you can like divide and conquer really easily. So the time 15 minutes for a day, it's basically a lot of time because you can do a shit ton of stuff with 3 people running around.
Yeah, and the final boss is like a more extreme version of the final boss fight in 1.
I hate the final
more
boss
extreme.
in 3.
Yeah, like you need to like bring all your skills to bear and all your like time management to bear.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Because it's like trying to grab what you're carrying and run away, but at the same time you're trying to fight it. Plus break down a bunch of paths on the way to get out of where it is. It's
I really didn't think it was that
not-
bad, to be honest.
I didn't like it. I hated it. Especially when you actually fight it and it starts like changing elements on you mid-fight.
That's the fun part.
No, I fucking hated that.
It's making my heart hurt just listening or just hearing about it.
I really don't think 3 is that bad. The boss rush in 2 is the hardest thing you'll ever
I
do
think
in Pikmin.
3 is great. The final boss just sucks. And all the extra content of 3 is great. It's so good.
Yeah, it is. They give you like after the game, they give you like time management levels where you have to get like X amount of fruit or get to the end of the level.
Yeah.
So it gives
So
you
you got,
another
like-
probably 10 to 15 hours.
You got
That's
like
awesome.
15 days you get to play as Olimar, and then you get like the time management challenges. Some are like grow Pikmin, some are collect the fruit, some are kill everything. They're pretty great.
Yeah. Pikmin 4 has side content out the wazoo. I mean, it's a surprisingly long game. Probably took me 50 hours to beat it all.
Holy
That final
shit.
cave in Pikmin 4 is insane.
It's crazy. Yeah, I had to watch a guide for sure.
Especially the one where you got like 5 purple Pikmin and you got to kill 40 roaches with them. That was fucking wild.
Yep. Yeah, Pikmin 4 has like night raid missions. It has like time challenges. It has different kinds of time challenges, resource management challenges where you're kneecapped at like what you can do, but you still got to clear the dungeon type thing.
It kind of has like a little remake of Pikmin 1 built into it. It's great.
Yeah.
I never thought Pikmin would turn into like a dungeon crawler. That's wild.
Yeah, the
Well,
the
I mean,
final
2 is really where that starts.
Yeah. Those little caves.
Oh, those caves
Um,
fucking suck. They're so bad.
Another thing we didn't really talk about was like how to make more Pikmin, which is just each color Pikmin has their own colored onion. So there's a red onion, a yellow onion, and a blue onion. And the onion is just like the ship where they all live pretty much. And you just if you kill an enemy, you can have them bring that enemy's body back to the onion. It'll sprout more seeds. There's little pellets you can pick up. It'll have a number on it, and that number, if you bring it back to the onion that is the same color as that pellet, it'll spawn that many Pikmin seeds. If you bring it to one that's a different color, it'll spawn like half of that number or something. And
it's wouldn't you get the seed if it's 5? You need 5 Pikmin to carry it. You take the red 5 to the red, and it gives you 7. If you take it to the yellow, I think it gives you 5, if I'm not mistaken. So they want you to color coordinate everything.
And they'll eventually do away with all that too in the Pikmin franchise.
Yeah. Like eventually you get so many that it doesn't matter.
That's good, because that was kind of fucking annoying. Like, I just want a bunch of Pikmin. God damn it! Like, let me just carry fucking anything back and spawn more Pikmin.
It gets crazy. Like specifically in 3, when you beat the first boss, it's like this giant centipede, and like you have a bunch of Pikmin like grabbing it by the head and dragging its whole body like around the fucking field.
They're like ants, dude. I can see why they did away with, because it would be such a pain in the ass to have to like color coordinate 5 different fucking colors of pellets and not accidentally have them bring it to a different colored onion or whatever. That sounds like a...
And it's all based on like how many Pikmin are carrying it too, which is kind of annoying.
Yep. God forbid you accidentally get an extra 1 on one of them and then it fucks it up. You know,
well, yeah,
because
when you do that command ability where you just send all your Pikmin to rush after stuff and pick it up, you never know what's going to happen.
Wait, is there 9 onions in 4?
I think so. There's quite a few.
9?
Yeah, it's pretty much like every type of Pikmin in all the past 3 games.
So red, blue, yellow, purple, white,
pink. The flying ones, they're pink.
Stone.
The rock ones.
And white.
And the green ones. There's the luminous ones.
No, the luminous ones don't have an onion, but...
oh, that's true.
Oh, the cool thing about the luminous ones is that if you're in a cave and you start losing Pikmin and you have the luminous seeds, you can just throw them and then throw them into flowers and you get Pikmin back.
Yep. They're also pretty OP in combat.
Oh, yeah. Especially with the charge ability.
Yeah.
That reminded me of the different stages of Pikmin. Like at the tip of their head, their little antenna thing, it'll have like they'll start off as a leaf, and if you have them suck on some nectar, which they can pull
suck on my nectar, Kakarot.
Swallow my nectar, Kakarot. That wasn't even fucking Vegeta. That was like some trucker guy. They can pull grass out of certain areas to get nectar, and there's also flowers that I think drop it and shit like that. Yeah, they'll go from leaf to bud to flower, and that'll affect how much
they'll go.
They're faster too.
Leaf to flower, and then whenever they start taking damage, like being flung off of enemies or hit by something and knocked back, then they go back to bud, and then from bud they go back to leaf. If you leave them on the ground long enough, they go bud, then flower.
Yeah, because you can leave them overnight. Like, so you know how like when you put a pellet into the onion, it sperms them out. You can just leave them there, go somewhere else. When you come back, they'll all be flowered.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Do they do more damage when they're flowered, right?
They're faster. Yes. They do more damage.
They're faster and they do more damage. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, and that's really, really good for breaking down walls, because sometimes those walls take forever. Oh, yeah. Even if you have like a bunch of Pikmin on there, sometimes it takes fucking forever if they're just leaves.
Yeah. A bunch of leaf Pikmin trying to take down a black wall. It's terrible. It takes forever.
I think that's pretty much it for the gameplay. We haven't even done an ad break. Should we take a quick ad break and hear from our sponsor?
Sure.
What do you say, Will?
Is the sponsor Pikmin Weed Killer?
No, it's something totally, completely unrelated. We'll be right back. Trying to leave a good way to start this.
Penis.
So safety, penis. Safety is number one priority. When you're trying to keep your family safe, your home safe, yourself safe, you won't spare you will spare no expense to make sure that you're completely safe. That's why we're thankful for today's sponsor, Murder of Crows. For a hefty monthly fee, you can have a murder of crows constantly swarm you or your home or a family member, and not only will they deflect any oncoming projectiles, they'll attack any hostile or any hostiles on site. You just command them, just like a Pikmin. You just grab a crow, you just fucking chuck it at someone, and then the entire murder will follow that one crow and just peck whatever the fuck you threw that at to death.
It's like Bioshock Infinite, but real life.
They'll even suck out their DNA and inject
It's like
the
that
DNA
movie,
right
The
back
Birds.
into you. Oh my god. The Alfred Hitchcock one.
Yeah, dude.
Jesus Christ. And yeah, you can also, if you have like bread or whatever the fuck crows eat, I guess meat, you can chuck some meat over in like any direction and the crows will follow suit. So if you chuck a fat honking steak at someone's face, that's the same thing as throwing a crow. They would follow and attack whatever. Chris, what's your favorite feature of Murder of Crows?
My favorite feature is that when you upgrade to the big package, right? You get your lead crow that you throw, and when you throw it and it hits the person, a swarm of big birds come out, right? Giant yellow big bird, a swarm of them come out, and they start singing "Bombs Over Baghdad" by Outkast and pecking the person.
Oh no.
It's great. Awesome. It's worth the money.
They appear out of a fucking Oblivion gate. Hi, I'm Big Bird, and like his
Bombs
Sesame
over
Street
Baghdad.
They start singing BYOB by System of a Down.
Oh, that'd be sweet too. Well, what's your favorite?
Everybody's going to the party. And
What's your favorite
they're singing
feature?
like each time they're like pecking their eyes out.
I like that
Everybody's
for-
going to the party. Have a real good time. And there's just like brains being splattered everywhere, like continuously.
Like when
Yes,
they get to the la 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 part, you see like the row of big birds going like
Oh
la la
my
la 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 la
God,
la la. Like with their beats. It's great.
More like
Then-
la la.
This is their mouth. They're like, ooh. Will, what's your favorite part of Murder of Crows?
My favorite part of having a Murder of Crows is that for 3 easy payments of $19.95, I can kill my enemies.
Yes. You throw the lead crow. You like kind of like swing him around like a sling.
Can I
and then
throw them
just
like Pikmin?
chuck
They go,
'em.
caca, caca, caca.
You can, except they're all immune to water and fire and bombs.
They're also
nothing
the bad
bad-
guys in Pikmin. You know?
Crows are,
I mean, those little bird things could be crows. I don't know.
but I don't think they're black though.
Hey, let's not bring race into it.
Oh, the snagrets. The snagrets.
What'd you
No,
call
they're
me?
snakes.
Yeah, what'd you call them?
I'm just
Was that on black?
That's about it for Murder of Crows. Yeah, so next time you want to keep your family and friends safe, just whip out your Willy Wonka flute, and then your Murder of Crows will be summoned, and they'll
What if I whip out my dual disc, Aaron?
Oh, you play the Murder of Crows card? You gotta do the cool Yu-Gi-Oh
I
pose
play
like
the Murder of Crows in defense mode, Kaiba.
yeah, and then they block out the sun for a minute while like this huge swarm of crows flies from like, I don't know, 10 states over to your exact location.
It's like when Griffith turned on the Behemoth and the sun turned black and all the demons came out, except it's all crows. And one of the crows eats somebody's arm.
And, like the background, instead of being like eldritch like demonic shit, it's just a bunch of crows. It's more crows. It's all crows. the berserk eclipse, but it's fucking literally all crows. Ah!
Hey,
It's
you, that's a great card. I can't do Joey's voice at all.
It's all just
Hey,
Big
you.
Bird and all his cousins.
Dude, imagine Big Bird, but yeah, he's got like a crow's beak and all his feathers are black, and he's just like, caw, caw.
Is there a black Big Bird? I gotta check that. I know there's a green one.
There's a green Big Bird? What?
Yeah, like every single country that has Sesame Street, that has a different language that's Sesame Street, they have a different colored Big Bird. And
Why?
the green
No
one is the
way.
one for Spanish, yeah.
Why?
I don't know. They
Please,
all
Chris,
have.
tell me.
Hold up. Big Bird Sesame
I'm
Street.
kidding. You don't have to look it up. I'm just joking.
Okay. So the Dutch version has a bluebird named Pino. Latin America version, Plaza Sésamo, has a great green parrot called Abelardo Montoya. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Let's see.
My
Other
name
examples.
is Abelardo Montoya. You killed my family. Prepare to die.
Yeah, there's like one for a bunch of.
Thanks for the grub. Yay,
There's
God.
There's a pink one, a green one, a yellow one, a blue one, a red one. Shit.
Holy shit. Thanks,
There's
Sesame
one that's
Street,
on
for
crack.
sponsoring this episode.
Big Bird really is like Pikmin.
There's one that's on crack.
Yeah, it looks like it's on. Crack.
Yeah, that's the Bronx version.
Because
Like
thanks,
some
Sesame
gabagool.
Street.
Hey, where's the gabagool?
Oh, that's so good. We're back, by the way. We're so back.
I hope people listen to that ad and buy stuff.
They will. They're definitely going to buy crows after that. I don't think there's anything else as far as gameplay. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, it's a pretty short game. There's not, I mean, it's a complex game, but there's not a lot there at the end of the day.
Yeah.
It's worth mentioning it did not sell well.
Of course it didn't. I mean,
That
it's a
sucks
great,
ass.
a great speedrunning game because each run you can do a whole lot better. I think I've gotten it down to 14 days, so it's a really good game.
Metroid Prime is also a great speedrunning game.
Fuck that game. Metal Ridley can eat a dick.
You don't like Metroid Prime, Chris?
Metroid Prime slaps, dude.
I don't like the Ridley fight. I've also noticed that I don't like the Ridley fights when they're final bosses in the Metroid games. They all fucking suck. Like Robot Ridley at the end of Metroid Zero Mission is terrible.
I mean, yeah, the best boss fight in Metroid Prime is probably the Omega Pirate, and it's all downhill from there.
The Omega Pirate? I don't know
That's like
what
the
any of this
gigantic
is.
space pirate that you fight like towards the end of the game. I thought you said you played it.
Which one?
Metroid Prime?
I did. It's been a really long time.
Oh, okay, yeah. It's like maybe the third or fourth to the last boss.
Yeah, also that last boss kind of sucks.
Oh, shit.
Having to swap
Yeah, the last
weapons,
boss always
yeah.
sucks in those games.
Yeah.
It's really egregious
Oh.
on Prime too, because you're just like mashing A basically to fight Dark Samus.
Ugh.
I remember at the end of, or not the end, the final boss of the first Metroid, the way you're supposed to do the phase-on beam, I couldn't fucking figure it out because, again, I'm a stupid fucking
Dude,
kid.
it literally tells you on the screen what to press.
But I didn't understand I didn't understand like where to go because you had to be in the phase-on,
Oh, yeah.
which the game fucking tells you, hey, don't go in phase-on.
Yeah, it does
'cause
not tell you
fucking
this, that's true.
hurts. So a little kid me was like, okay, I better watch out for that, fucking dodge. But yeah, the other you won't do anything if you don't do the phase. Little kids, if you're listening, go into the phase on, touch
In
it,
real life too. Drink it.
drink it, touch it, feel it, bop it, twist it.
Yeah, I mean, I got Metroid Prime pretty young too, and it definitely is a rated T game because I remember just like not knowing what the fuck to do ever until I got like I had to like
Yep.
come around to that game. I
I
probably
wonder-
had to turn like 10.
I wonder if it was rated T because little kids are too stupid to play it, and not because it's scary or
Oh,
has
totally.
themes that little kids shouldn't play.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing really like scary about the game or
What the fuck? Except for when you get a game over. What are you talking about? That shit freaked me out as a kid. It's like, beep, bop, bop,
oh, that's
bop,
true.
It's like the
But like nothing inappropriate happens in that game. Nothing like, but it's just
you know, like on the radio when there's a storm coming and it's like this is
Oh,
the
yeah.
National Weather Service
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it's like
yeah. I know
that
exactly.
was scary shit as a kid. And then yeah, when you get a game over in Metroid Prime, like as a kid, I was like, turn it off.
I like how sometimes you can tell like what the rationale was. Like Shadow the Hedgehog is rated E10 and up just so you can be like, damn, not here. You're going to hell. But Metroid, there's no explanation.
Yeah, it wasn't rated E10 for all the cop killing.
I'll see you in hell, Eggman.
I wish that was an actual like part, like you know, on the ESRB ratings they'll have like gun violence, smoking, sexual activities. Right? I wish one of them was cop killing. Rated E10 plus for cop killing.
But let me back up real quick. We all we're there at some point in our lives where we're at the GameStop and you see the rated M game and why it's rated M, you're like, dude, that sounds so cool.
Dude, all the time. Like whenever I would go look at what the fuck was it called? There was some game, I think it was Vigilante or something like that for
Vigilante
GameCube
8?
or PS2. I think that's what it was, Vigilante 8. There's nudity, there was all this other stuff, and I was like, dude, that's so sweet. Too bad I'm only 11.
No, it wasn't
but then you
Vigilante
find out
8.
that it's the fucking God of War 2 cone titties.
It was
yeah.
BMX Triple X.
That's another one. Yep, BMX Triple X.
Wasn't there legit like a sex game or something?
That's it. That's BMX Triple X.
There's a bunch of them.
No, but there's like a famous game that some like famous game creator made that is like infamously bad.
The dude game?
That's it. Yeah.
That one's bad
I call
because it has an underage girl in it.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Dude,
Yikes.
so every time that somebody pops up in one of my reselling communities with that game, being like, hey, I'm looking for like $170 for this game, everybody's like, nah, just eat it. Like, burn that shit. Nobody, don't sell that. You're gonna be like,
You're gonna end up on a
kicked out
list
of the
for real.
kicked out of the community for peddling child porn. Like, it's so funny.
Oh, man.
Like all the dislikes and like all the shit they give them for like, why would you even spend money on that shit? Like, why would you buy it? You know, it's not. No, don't try
Just
to
to
sell it.
destroy it.
What
Yeah,
game
just
did that
destroy it.
studio make? Because that studio made like a well-known game. Someone's
Let's
got to
look it
Google
up.
that. I know they're famous for something.
Is it called the dude game?
The guy game.
Oh, the guy game. Okay. The guy game. Xbox. It was Xbox, right?
And PS2.
But not GameCube, which is why no one wanted it.
Whatever. We
Top
had
Heavy
BMX Triple X.
Studios. Gathering.
Oh, it was by the Metroid Prime developers.
Oh boy, they
What?
made Darkstone.
Its
Fucking
development was
fart
led by
noise.
former Metroid Prime developer Jeff Spangenberg, who sought to create an
Spangenberg.
interactive game with appeal to men inspired by the Girls Gone Wild series of pornographic videos.
Damn.
Well, that sucks.
That was an era. That was a
Wow,
fucking
we
era.
really just drew a line from what we were talking about to this. I knew
We
it had
live in
something
a
to do with the
society.
GameCube studio.
Speaking of GameCube, dude, that's it. That's Pikmin. There's not really anything else to say other than like the first The first
Pikmin.
Pikmin.
Pikmin Rule 34. Let's see what I
Oh.
can find.
Dude, I hope it's red Pikmin with gigantic breasts. Breastises.
Boy, that sure is not what it is. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Said Louis
the
and
first
Olimar.
Pikmin.
It's literally just like gay shit.
Oh, I bet it. Yeah, it's just a bunch of orgies all the time with Olimar and the Pikmin.
It's like Louis caked up.
Of course, Louis
caked up, like caked in jizz, or like just
Yeah,
like
I'm not going to go into any descriptive images other than this is burned into my brain now.
See, these
gross.
Rule 34 artists should really like lean into their Rule 34-ness and buckle down and do 100 Pikmin orgy. That would be.
I'm
That'd be
surprised
good.
that isn't a thing.
Maybe if I scrolled far enough, I would have found it.
Just keep
Basically,
scrolling.
maybe that's what AI
Let
is
us know if you
for.
find it.
No, yeah, I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah,
Hey,
I
Jeff,
listeners,
closed
let us know if
that,
you
I
find
closed
it.
that incognito tab.
Oh yeah, so the first Pikmin is still really good. I think probably the easiest way to play it is the GameCube version, which is still really good.
On the Switch.
the Switch
Probably the easiest way to
version.
play it.
Yeah.
What did I say? The GameCube,
GameCube, yeah.
version?
I mean, it kind of is.
Sorry,
the
I'm an
GameCube
idiot.
version. I don't think it's the Wii port.
Yeah,
the Wii version is
one-
pretty good. The whole motion thingy pointing shit makes it a whole lot easier than it should be, but it's still pretty decent.
Hell yeah!
Nah, dude, get your motion controls away from me.
Stay out of here with that.
I hate the Wii, dude. I'm like a passionate Wii hater.
I don't mind it. Speaking of things we don't mind, it's time for
Random recommended games.
yeah, it's random recommended games. It's the saddest part of the show. Also the most generous because we're generous lovers, generous people. We're gonna leave all you listeners with a random recommended game. Just any game we feel like shouting out. We hope you check it out and love it as much as we do. Chris, Will, which one of you dudes wants to go first?
This time, Chris is going first.
So I have one, but I'm not sure that this is the one that I want to shout out. because
Do both.
I'm not sure. But I wanted to look at my Steam Deck because I've been playing some really cool shit on the Steam Deck. But it's
I hope to God one of these is a hentai game.
no, I don't.
with Hitler.
I don't have any hentai games this time.
Okay, that's fine.
Damn.
Do I? No. I don't. I haven't played any in a while. No. So Wukong, Black Myth Wukong.
Ooh, yeah.
I have been stuck playing this damn game for a while. I think it's the only thing I've played since last Monday, and it is
Holy
fantastic. It's so good. You're a monkey, and you have a stick, and you beat the fuck out of monsters with that stick. It's great. It's so much fun. It's a Souls-like, but it's kind of like Stellar Blade in the sense that everybody can pick it up and play it and beat it, because it's hard, but only hard because you're stupid and doing shit the game doesn't want you to do. Like,
Yeah,
just
that game
now,
got really popular, but I never knew anyone who played it.
Oh, it's so good. The last boss that I just beat was the boss at the end of chapter 3, and he kept wrecking my shit. Like, he was fucking me up, and I started noticing that every time I did certain things, he would like power up and fuck me up really hard. I'm like, what if I don't do those certain things? And I just breeze through the entire fucking fight. Like I told you guys, once I beat this dude, I'll hop on. I just fuck the shit out of him. And they have like these little like movies, like little videos between chapters. The one between chapter 2 and chapter 3 is like puppet animation, and it's really, really good. And the stories are like very dark. And the one that I just saw is one that I've seen before on like TikTok and shit, about like this giant deity that they find out at sea, and they bring it on to shore. The villagers are gonna eat it. Then it kind of like scratches and starts bleeding gold and pearls and shit. And then they kind of turn it into their god. And every time that they go to pray to it, it would scratch itself and drop gems and stuff for the people to like make their town prosper. And it just goes off the fucking rails, and it ends up that deity and another deity had a like some sort of bet that they were trying to figure out who was right. It's just fucking crazy. It's so good. And in between, you have like an awesome Souls-like with a fucking monkey with a stick. It's great.
Fuck yeah. I think I have put like an hour into that. I think it came out on Game Pass when it came out. Unless I'm thinking of a different game.
No,
I don't think so, because it was only on PlayStation and people were really mad about it. And I was like, I don't know what this game is. I've never even heard of it.
Yeah. It's coming
but now it's on Xbox.
It's coming to Xbox. It's not out yet. It's coming to
It got delayed due to the Series S, which the Rack thinks is a myth.
Yeah.
What the fuck did I play then?
You probably played Lysa P. Lysa P was really good too.
No, it wasn't that. There was some other Souls-like game. Wolong, that's what it was.
Wolong was pretty good too. It had that really cool counter mechanic.
Fallen Dynasty. Yeah, that's what I played. Yeah, that
I've
was
never heard of any of these.
Okay.
I don't really play Souls-likes very often, though. Like, other than Jedi
either.
Fallen Order.
I really don't really like them, but there's a few that I've been like, these are fucking great. Lysa P is one. Stellar Blade was fucking fantastic.
I heard it was really good, yeah.
This one is really good, and I decided to pick up Elden Ring Night Rain to play with my buddies, and it's literally Elden Ring Fortnite. So it's fun.
That's what I've heard.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So other than that, I don't have anything. Like the hentai games that I've played was Scarlet Maiden. It's basically
oh, you were serious about this.
Yes. Scarlet Maiden. It's basically Dead Cells, but hentai. That's it.
Yes.
It's fun.
Yikes.
It's fun. It takes about 8 hours to beat, but it's
fun for the whole family.
I mean,
good wholesome family fun.
It has like nuns and blacksmiths. And
Turn into a monkey and beat me, Kakarot.
Beat me with your staff.
Whack my stick, Kakarot.
Pull my tail, Kakarot.
Yeah.
Will, what do you got for us?
That's it.
Man,
oh fuck, my bad.
I'm not really good at the whole random recommendation thing. I'll do something that I've played recently, and then like a really obscure game. So, game I played recently is Donkey Kong Country Returns, which I actually missed on the Wii.
That
Hell
was
yeah.
good. I bought it because you were talking about it on Discord,
There you go.
and I beat it before you
Yeah,
did
man,
too.
it's tons of fun. You did. Yeah, I moved. Well, you know what's funny is I really have no excuse because I was like in my 2-week notice period, but I get distracted easily.
Limu, emu.
No, I was from USAA, but yeah. I had a lot of fun with it. It's a pretty faithful retelling or reimagining of Donkey Kong. The fucking barrel rocket levels suck ass, but thankfully they let you cheese it because I would not have beaten this game without that for sure. And it's only, is it $40 on Switch? I don't think it's that expensive.
50.
That's not bad.
50 is kind of rough.
Yeah, it's 50. I mean, trade something in. Just
Yeah.
trade something in and get it.
Fair. I mean, it'll probably go on sale.
Yeah.
But yeah, I played Tropical Freeze, but I never played Returns. I actually kind of like Returns more, I think. But I'll replay Tropical Freeze, let you know what I think.
Yeah, I played a little bit of Tropical Freeze, and I don't think I like it as much as Returns. And I played it like immediately afterwards.
Yeah, I'm about to do that too once I get all the moons in Odyssey. And then I'm going to give you a game that was given a 2.8 out of 10 on IGN.
Oh,
And it came out in the same era as Pikmin. It's called Super Bubble Pop. Anyone ever play that?
No, it sounds cool.
It is a puzzle game that is basically Tetris, where it has a pretty good soundtrack. I had this game as a kid and just like played it intermittently because for the soundtrack, basically. And it's on GameCube, it's on PlayStation 2, it's on Xbox, and it might be locked there. I don't think it's ever been re-released, but
oh, it's on Game Boy Advance too.
It's got a great soundtrack, so you should just YouTube that and not play the game. The game is basically shitty Tetris, where like you're trying to get the right colored balloons or bubbles, I guess, to pop, and then if you combo enough shit, you can use a special attack and beat your enemy. But the game is broken, and the AI is like way too smart and will like wreck you.
It looks like isometric puzzle bubble bobble.
It's
Bust
literally
a move.
isometric like Tetris.
I'm looking at an image for the game. Let me find it again. Yeah, Super Bubble Pop. It's from Pico Interactive. Basically, I'm looking at an image from the game, and two of the characters are T-posing for whatever reason. And like this looks like, what is this? Oh, it's an online store for retro games. Okay, so for whatever reason in this one image, the characters are T-posing for some reason, and I assume it's not supposed to be like that. But hey, who am I to judge?
It was
This is
made
on
by
Neo
the
Geo?
developer called Zombie Studios, which I've never heard of, but it seems like they are still around or were around for a long time and made a bunch of military games, like for the U.S. military. They made America's Army Special Forces.
What the fuck?
America's Army Special
I'm not
Forces.
kidding.
The more
forget that
you
that's a thing.
know.
They made Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Covert Ops in 2000. Yeah, they just made like a ton of like Spec Ops games, which was like a lesser known shooter franchise like the late 90s, early 2000s, and then the Super Bubble Pop game that sucks.
They were like, man, war's so fucking sick, dude. War rules. And then they were like, no, bubbles rule too.
Yeah, they were like, after the Iraq War, we can't condone this anymore, so we're gonna make Super Bubble Pop.
Yeah, I'm kind of burnt out on war. Kind of all about bubbles now.
My trigger finger hurts.
My random recommended game is Bomberman Quest, a game that Chris recommended to me like a million bajillion years ago.
It's funny because I recommended it to you and I never played it.
I've been playing it on my Ambernick, and it's pretty fucking cool. It's getting kind of frustrating at the part that I'm in though, so I haven't played it for a while. But
What did that come out on originally?
Game Boy Color.
Yikes.
Yeah, so it's like Zelda. So it's Bomberman. If it was Zelda, if it was a Metroidvania, because it's top down like older Zeldas, like Link's Awakening and Link to the Past and all that stuff. And all you do is just you can lay down bombs to break rocks or attack enemies, and the whole thing is that Bomberman's ship was carrying a bunch of monsters that he captured, and coincidence, just like Pikmin, he gets hit by a meteor and crash lands on this mysterious planet, and all the monsters that he was carrying escape. And the whole point of the game is to just go to this planet, or go like venture into this planet, and defeat and capture all the monsters that escaped. And as you go along and do that, you'll unlock new powers, like pretty much just a bunch of Bomberman pickups that you would see in Bomberman games, like the bomb kick, the bomb gloved, where you can pick up bombs and throw them to hit aerial enemies. Because there's some areas with monsters that you can't hit because they're flying, so you have to wait until when you come back with the bomb throw, so you can throw bombs at them and just fucking blast their faces off, like the murder of Crow some earlier. And yeah, there's a lot of... Then you can mix and match bomb parts to make new bombs. So you'll start off with just random plain Jane bombs, but then you'll get like rubber bombs that'll bounce off of walls and shit, or you can get mines that'll explode when an enemy...
It does sound like
touches them.
Metroid.
It's fucking sweet. It's not very long. I think I'm a little over halfway through it, and I've only put maybe like maybe 2 hours, maybe 3 hours into it. So hey, yeah, check it out. It's pretty cool.
I was looking at the developer, and I've never heard of them. It was developed by some studio called 11, which no longer exists. And apparently they were spun off of Kaneko, which I've also never heard of. But they made like Japanese arcade games in the 80s and 90s.
It's time to go. I need to go to bed.
It's bedtime.
Holy shit. It is bedtime. Well, everybody, that's it. That's the show. Chris, Will, I want to thank both of you guys for coming on and talking Pikmin and Dragon Ball Z porno and crows and Spanish Big Bird on crack and all that. It's been...
That Big Bird picture is horrifying.
It should be part of the thumbnail. You gotta put it in the thumbnail.
Did you send it on Discord?
Do. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you did.
Ew, what? That's really in...
Yeah.
That's really in their Sesame Street?
It's gotta be. It's not Mexican Big Bird, but it is a Big Bird.
That's fucking terrible. Imagine being like a 5-year-old kid excited to see your favorite Plaza Sesamilio character or whatever. and then you got Big Bird like hung over from a fucking meth binge. And it's just like...
This Big Bird saw too many cartel execution videos.
He was the one doing the execution in the video.
Yeah, there it is.
He fucking was, dude. He's like a sleep paralysis demon.
Sleep paralysis Big Bird.
Oh Christ! But yeah, that's it. That's the show. Again, thank you, dudes, for coming on. This has been really fun. Do you guys want to plug anything else real fast, or?
I occasionally write blogs that Aaron forgets to publish on his website, the Superpod Network.
By the way, everybody needs to go check that out. Superpodnetwork.com. We're all on there. Yeah, Will writes really good blogs, especially that series of like Where Are They Now, where you're talking about Nintendo and Sony and Xbox. Is the Xbox one out?
I think that's the one you forgot to publish.
Shit, I need to go and look.
Or either that or the PlayStation one, I can't remember.
I for sure did there's for sure 2 on there, so I think it's the one that's missing or one that I forgot. I'm not sure. We'll check it out.
I got another one coming down the hopper, so hurry up.
Okay. I'll get right on that. And then Chris also wrote a blog about was it Power Rangers on SNES?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
And I still want to do the one about Eiffel 65 and the games that they talk about on their song My Console, if they're good games or not. And I played through one of them, and it's not a good game. So I still got to get through that shit and write it.
Was it the Guy game?
No. It was Omega Boost. That game sucks.
We should make the Guy game, too, and just do our shitty Goku and Vegeta impressions.
No.
Do our own rendition of the Guy game. But yeah, it's all just all Dragon Ball Z porn.
The cake was delicious.
Oh, my God. Well, yep, listeners, be sure to tune in next time where Gerry, I don't know, he shows up for an episode because he's not so fucking busy with work. And yeah, that's it. Everybody say bye.
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 Okay, bye.